Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to our Apex questline guide type thing that we are doing. So I went ahead off screen and I did what I said I was going to do, and I got myself a PvP weapon, so that I can use it for this, questline that we're about to do. As you can see, my attack modifier on my frost metal disc is 22,110, and my attack modifier on my disciplinary disc is from 47,990 to 57,482. So it just kind of makes it a little bit easier to use the PvP weapon than it does to go with the standard frost metal, unless you have your frost metal already, unless you have it already, like, what am I trying to say? What is the word I'm looking for? Enchanted some? It would be better. I'm just going to use the PvP weapon because it does make things a little bit easier. But I can't really use it right now, because whenever you put it on, your item level goes down. So I will put it on when I need it, but for now we need to fill something in our pocket and use the Velica Banquet coin, because last episode we got this Velica Banquet coin from the banquet, but Misteel, I believe that's who it was, showed up and I guess sent us back in time so that we could stop the dragon from destroying the city. So let's just talk to the guard here, and let's see what happened to the banquet. What? The banquet? That's still 3 days away. Everything's going smoothly. We just got a shipment of fresh ingredients from all over the land, and the chef is hard at work on the menu. I think that's all for now. I don't know, you should wipe off the dust though. You came to meet Sarah, right? He's inside. Alright, so I must have gone back in time, so I am right. I did go back in time, apparently, to 72 hours earlier before this happened. So let's go talk to Sarah, and see what he has to say on this situation, because apparently we are back in time like the banquet has never happened. Ah, Lasiadora, I just sent you an invitation to the banquet. The city has decided to throw a party, and it's essentially in your honor. All that we've done together, the challenges we faced, it's almost too much to remember, isn't it? Still, there's no shortage of problems to deal with. Yeah, I don't remember that. Dragons are attacking Elena. The troops there don't stand a chance without some support, so I sent the bulk of the Velica City Guard to help them. I've never seen dragons acting together like this, but it's unlikely that Lakin or his followers have anything to do with it. I'm sorry to ask, especially right before the banquet, but would you go to Elena and help our troops? Talk to Masse about transportation. Okay, I'll go. I think they still might need me. So we're going to be teleported back before the banquet started and before we actually received our invitation. Because we need to go and stop the dragons from coming to the banquet and killing Velik and destroying the whole entire banquet as we know it, because from what we've seen, the banquet is obviously going to get destroyed, so we need to make sure that we stop that from happening. So let's go talk to Masse and see what he has to say on the situation, and we should probably go and help them out over in Elena, and try to see if we can stop those dragons before they have a chance to get out here to Velica. So, if you couldn't tell from yesterday, I'm not the best at playing the sorcerer. Alright, so here's Masse. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute, but, even the Argonne front in the north has continuously been asking for supplies. But what I'm truly worried about is the camps near Velica are also constantly short of weapons, armor, and supplies. There's no telling what will happen if Velica falls due to a supply shortage. Hello, Lasiadora. Heading to Elena. If you hurry, I think you can still catch up with Bellium. Bellion, whatever his name is. He can get you there and get you on the right track. Alright, so we're gonna go and help out with this guy here, Bellinen. He's who we need to talk to next. Elena is under attack by dragons. I hope the troops are up to the challenge. So you're going to Elena. That's a relief. The dragons are already more than our troops can handle, and they just keep coming. They'll be relieved to hear that you're going to help. I can get you on your way to Elena. Just tell me when you're ready to move out. Alright, I will do what I can. And I just realized that I need to go back and I need to get my health potions because I put them back in the bank yesterday after I stopped playing on my sorcerer because, like I was saying earlier, if you couldn't tell, I'm not the best sorcerer player. I kind of took a break from playing the sorcerer after I stopped playing with Peregrine. And if you guys are longtime subscribers and you've seen the sorcerer story, you know that I did play through the whole entire level 1 to 65 questline as a sorcerer named Peregrine on the other server, but I quickly found out that the sorcerer wasn't exactly something that I was very happy with playing. It just wasn't like my perfect play style that I like. I did like the idea of the sorcerer, I just thought it wasn't me. I'm more of a gunner player myself, or a slayer, or just any other type of character, but I didn't delete my sorcerer. I didn't delete my sorcerer. I kept her around. The only one that I did actually delete was my archer, because I really hated the archer. I did not like that at all. So I deleted that one, but I kept my sorcerer around because they are pretty cool. I do like them. It's just they're not my favorite class to play, so please don't yell at me for not being able to play the sorcerer like it's supposed to be played. I'm just going to do the best I can. And also, if you couldn't tell, I also rearranged my skills and stuff because we need to get ready for some Apex skills to come into our tray down there. So I went ahead and got rid of some of them that I don't really necessarily use too much. Alright, so Lucina is someone who we need to talk to apparently now. Dragons attacked our village with no warning. This place has been my home for more than 10 years, but I've never seen so many dragons before. There are wounded soldiers everywhere, and I pray that the gods will deliver us from this nightmare. Ah, yes, the reinforcements have arrived from Velica. Thank the gods. Verdas? No, I don't know anyone by that name. Is he a friend of yours? Maybe he's over there with the wounded soldiers. Okay, I'll take a look. Okay, so we're also looking for Verdas as well, because he's the one that gave Sarah that warning about the dragons coming that we didn't even pay any attention to. My troops have suffered heavy losses. Things would have been worse if our reinforcements hadn't arrived from Velica. There's no one but wounded soldiers here. You should ask Cerenon. He's just outside the gates organizing what's left of the Elena troops. Once the reinforcements here move out, though, he won't have even a moment to spare you. So, it's now or never. Alright, so I guess we have to go talk to him, and hopefully he will give us some information on where we can find Verdas. I'm Cerenon, head of the security. Can I help you? Greetings. Thank you for coming. We could really use your help. Verdas? I have never heard of him. Send the reinforcements back to Velica. Are you joking? I'm afraid that won't be possible. Even with your help, we're going to need every soldier we can get. Sending the reinforcements back just doesn't make any strategic sense. Okay, so I have done all of these answers. And so I don't think it really matters which one. But we're going to go ahead and kind of stick to the story here. Since I kind of know what's going on now, I just randomly picked one. I think right now I'm going to pick Velica is in danger. Because if the troops don't go back to protect Velica, then obviously what's going to happen, what already happened that we went back in time to stop, is just going to happen again. So, Velica is in danger. I'm fully aware that this situation is weakening Velica's defense. Nonetheless, we need those troops here, not standing around doing nothing in Velica. We must stabilize the front line. Once Elena is secure, we can start sending troops back to Velica. In the meantime, it will help if you can dispatch some of those Dracolos, so we can secure our supplies. Fine, I guess I'll just have to hurry. Okay, so we need to defeat the Dracolos, and those are the green dragons. Now, if you do pick different answers, you will fight different dragons. You can fight the red ones if you'd like, or the green ones. depending on your answers. But since I went ahead and said Velica is in great danger, they sent me over to fight the Dracolos. So I'm gonna go ahead here. I'm gonna get some stuff going, and I'm gonna use all of my stuff. I'm gonna need my battle potions and everything, and I'm gonna put on my PvP weapon because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need to do some big damage to this dragon here, because it's gonna take us a while, I assume, to get through here. So I will definitely need to make sure I have my PvP weapon on to help me out, because these dragons can do some big damage. Now, for me personally, I find that the red dragons are a little bit harder to take out than the green ones, but you can do whichever one that you like. Also, they do drop some HP recovery motes as well, which will help you out, so be sure to pick those up if you need them. And also, try to be careful not to get too many dragons to come over to your side, because if you do get the red dragons over as well, then you'll be facing at least 2 of them instead of just 1, which can be sometimes pretty difficult if you have more than 1 coming over towards you. But if you can't tell, these quests are going to be, they're going to be interesting, they're going to be different, and then you're going to find out that they're going to be a little bit harder than you might think that they would be. And it looks like my recovery mote disappeared, so I might have to go ahead and use one of my HP potions. I do find that it does work better if you actually kill the ones that are being attacked by the Velica guards. It does make it a little bit easier because you have some help. But I feel like we can do it ourselves. It shouldn't take too long. As long as you have your PvP weapon, you should be fine. And as you can see, I've gotten an extra dragon over here, so that makes things a little bit easier. Now all we need to do is take out one more dragon. And I just noticed that I just about died right there. And that is something you don't want to do, because if you die during these quests, you will have to start over. Alright, so we need one more green dragon. So let's take on this one here, the one that's by himself over here. Let's see if we can take him out. If you can't tell, I think the PvP weapon does a bit more damage. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it does a lot more damage than the regular weapon would, Frost Metal. Unless you decided to upgrade your Frost Metal, then definitely it would be a lot easier. Or if you're in like Stormcry or Heroic Oath even, then yeah, definitely will be a lot easier for you. You don't have to do the Apex questline when you get to 439. You can do it whenever you want. So if you want to wait until you get some higher gear, then you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so we have arrived, we have killed the dragons, and now we need to speak with Girion. You came to help. Strangers in black attacked the supply wagon. They wanted vengeance for Verdas. Didn't, Girion? Oh man, he's gone. Alright, well, we found Verdas. They were too young to die, let alone like this. First these dragons. He's gone, and it doesn't look like any of the supplies survived the attack either. Are you from Velica? My name is Verdas, and I've been researching Sylvanos Dracolos population. Wow, there's a lot of big words. At least until the black dragon appeared. Did you by any chance see an enormous black dragon here? Yeah, I've actually seen one recently. You have? Then I didn't imagine it. So huge and so dark, pure evil. And right after it appeared, all the Dracolos and Sylvanos just disappeared. I call it the Dark Master of Dragons. I've been following dragon tracks all the way from Sylvanos, but I didn't expect to find Dracolos attacking Elena. I'm sure that the Dark Master of Dragons is behind the attack. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. That's my main purpose here, is to kill that dragon. Because obviously, he's definitely causing some trouble for Velica, and it looks like the Black Dragon was here. I don't see him. I guess he's gone now. The Black Dragon. That's the same one I saw when I was in Salvan. I cannot say that word. I'm sorry, I just can't. But that group with the dragons, who were they? Was that dragon giving orders? I mean, it didn't seem to be controlling them with magic. More like force of will. And did you hear? I swear one of them said the word Verdos. Does that mean anything to you? Yes it does. Does it mean anything to you? Well, I've been researching dragons for years, and there's a lot of lore about Verdos. I recorded it all in my journal, which of course doesn't help us now. Obviously, we should try to locate the Black Dragon and its followers first and quickly, but we should start in the canyon. Why should we start there? The lore strongly implies that Verdos' remains are hidden somewhere near here. That suggests that the Black Dragon and its followers gathered here because they have been searching for those remains. We should try to find them first. Okay, I agree. Let's go. So we need to try to find the remains of the dragon? Is that what he's trying to tell us? That we're trying to see if the dragon is actually dead or if he's still alive? Considering we just saw him about 3 days ago, well, in the future, 3 days, in Velica, it's definitely not something we want to discuss or worry about here. I'm going to attack this strange plant though, because something ain't right with that plant. And then I'm going to kill this dragon as well. Come on, dragon. Lie down here and let me attack ya. Not doing as much damage as I would hope to do, but we have Verdas helping us out a bit. Although he's not helping too much, he is helping some. That should kill it. There we go. I've never seen anything like this before, and then that dragon attacking us when we got close to the plant? Strange. I gathered that you were tough, but you made that look so easy. Did you notice that the dragons appeared as soon as we got close to that plant? I wonder what the connection is. Maybe it was some kind of trap. Perhaps, but for us or for the dragon. The dragon appeared around the same time that the plant reacted, so who was it reacting to? We can test this further at the next plant we find. Let's go. Okay, so we're trying to determine if this plant is warning us that a dragon is coming, or if it's trying to get us to stay away from the dragons, or if it's trying to hurt us. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But every time that we kill the plant, we get attacked by a dragon. So I would kind of gather to say that it has to do probably with the plant helping the dragon instead of trying to help us, if I had to guess. Okay, so let's go and kill the next dragon. Whoops. See, this is why I find the red dragons a little bit harder to take out than the green ones. Because they have those stupid moves that they do where they knock you down. It can be super annoying. And Verdas really is not much help at all. I knew it. The plants act as an alarm device. Those followers of Verdos must have planted them to protect their perimeter. So, the strange plants were alarms, and when they activate, a dragon comes to investigate. So why such an elaborate alarm system? It's got to be about more than just Verdos' remains. You know, I just realized who you are. You're Lanciador, right? Yep, that's me. Huh, I've heard about you. You're actually mentioned in the Verdos lore as the one who slew Verdos. I made a note of it in my journal. So if you're after the Black Dragon, it must be up to something that threatens the entire world. I guess we'd better make haste then. Okay, how have I already slain the dragon if I have never fought him before? I'm sorry, but I don't remember fighting Verdos. And there's a cultist right there. So yeah, come here. I don't like this cultist person. They do so much damage. You don't have to defeat this one though, the first time around. You just have to get it like at a certain percent. I don't remember what percentage, but I guess around 50%. Oh, are you serious? Just because you went this way, you restart? Oh, Lord. Oh, no, it didn't restart. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, so I guess below 50% is alright. But you don't have to fight the cultist first. Just be careful with the cultist. I'm serious. That thing can do some damage, okay? And big damage, too. I need to probably be using these other skills as well. They could help me out. I keep forgetting to use them because since I moved everything around, it's all in different places. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't kill me. Verdas, you are really not doing nothing. You know, I find it very strange that his name is Verdas, and he's, it's kind of similar to Vergos, if you ask me. I did not mean to use that, but oh well. I think I heard one of them say Velik's head. They could be after Velik, could they? They're after Velik, but why in the name of the gods? They're planning to kill her, honestly. This is horrifying. The Black Dragon is ordering the Draculas to... training them to attack the goddess? It just doesn't track. Let's stop in the camp and see if the garrison there has any answers. Okay, so basically what I'm gathering here is that Misteal sent us back in time to fight with Verdas to figure out that the Black Dragon wants to kill Velik. And so in the future, another future I guess, we never met Verdas and we don't know who he is, but he decides to come to the Velika banquet and send a message to Ser about how Velik is going to die, and since we didn't help him, then Velik ends up dying. But now we're playing the different role, the different timeline where we are helping Verdas and we are actually not dying, and Velik's not dying. Either way, it's confusing. We'll just keep going. Strangers in black. It happened so fast. Strangers wearing black. All those dragons overwhelmed us. Took the prisoners. Zeltradazad shrine. Rescue them. Up, another one died.
For the Federation.
This is horrible. So many lives snuffed out. The strangers he spoke of. They must be Vergos' followers. We need to rescue these soldiers, and fast. The Zeltradazad shrine is this way. Follow me. Okay, so we have to go to some shrine and rescue some prisoners, apparently, because Vergos is now catching prisoners. And we got some more plants, so they're probably going to set off an alarm to tell us that, or to let the dragons know that we're coming through. There are so many plants nearby. They shouldn't be far from here. Oh, more of those plants. I guess we're on the right track. But that also means we're going to run into a lot of dragons. We'll just have to run through them. Whatever happens, don't stop to fight. Just run. Alright, so we're going to run through here with Verdas and just avoid the dragons. Because apparently we need to run and don't look back. So, goodbye Verdas. I will be running and not looking back. And there goes that cultist person who does major damage running up this way. And simply just disappearing. But we found the soldiers. And of course, there are dragons. Like always. There's so many dragons that you have to fight in these Apex quests, it is ridiculous. Alright, come on, dragon. Come on, dragon. I can take you on. Honestly, fighting the dragons is not that bad. Fighting the dragons together is actually a lot worse. So, I'm going to try not to have both of the dragons come at me at the same time. And take on one instead of taking both on at the same time. That does a lot of damage though, so it should help us out a bit. sorcerers can do a lot of damage. It's just not getting hit. That's what you want to avoid. Okay, so there's 2 dragons down. We've rescued the prisoner.
Victory for Valkion.
I'd just about given up hope. Thank you. The stranger in black. He spoke of Verdas like it was some kind of god, and she could speak with the dragons. She was actually giving them orders. Listen, there are more of us in the other cages. Please free them. Alright, we'll do it.
Greetings.
How could they be planning to slaughter so many people? Wait, if the rumors about Velik and Verdas are true, it explains everything. Why the followers are slaughtering people, why they're after Velik, everything. What rumor? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a rumor I heard a while back. Verdas suddenly reappeared in the world, alive, so the Federation ordered its finest heroes to defeat Verdas. Oh, okay. But Verdas had many followers who survived, and now they're seeking vengeance. It all just makes sense. Ugh, I wish I still had my journal. I need to write all this down. Free the rest of the soldiers and we'll talk some more. Okay, so now I think I'm kind of getting it. I didn't really understand at first because they kept talking about us defeating Verdas like he was someone that we had tussled with before, but I had not defeated Verdas, nor have I tried, because the only way that there was to defeat him was to do a hero hold, and I never actually did a hero hold. There was a quest for it, but the quest that I had went away when they took the hero hold battleground down. I believe it was battleground, either that or it was like a, I don't know what you would call it. It was like a raid thing that you had to do, and you had to have a full team of like, I don't remember how many people it was. It was just a big raid that you had to do in order to defeat Verdas, and he was the dragon that you had to defeat, and it was pretty difficult to do. I ain't gonna lie. I only went into it one time and I didn't even get to fight Verdas. I actually I got into a party with some people that were getting ready to fight him, and they were all like, yeah, you guys aren't geared enough for this, and we're not gonna be able to do it. And then half the other people didn't show up, so we kind of just gave up and decided not to do it. But I did see Verdas. I did see him. He actually was pretty big and pretty strong looking, if I do say so myself. I didn't fight him, but I saw him there, and he was very intimidating. So no, I did not face Verdas and kill him, but apparently, according to the Apex questline story, I did. So yeah, I killed Verdas. Sure I did. Okay, so we've got another dragon taken out, but that one took a lot of effort, a lot of HP out of us. Man, they almost had us. Thank you, thank you. The stranger in black. He spoke of Verdas like it was some kind of god, and she could command the dragons. Listen, there are more of us in other cages. Please free them. Alright, so we have one more. I think this is the last one that we have to free, these last people here. We have one more set of dragons to kill. And is it just me, or does it look like they get bigger as we defeat them? I feel like these are bigger than the other dragons that we faced a while ago. Come on, come down. There we go. Doing some big damage. I can do big damage when I want to. It's just doing the damage first that's the problem. Without getting hit myself. This was so easy though on any healer or a class that does big damage. I forgot which one it was. I know I had trouble on a couple. I think the worst one that I did, that I had the most trouble on, was my Valkyrie. I had so much trouble doing this questline on my Valkyrie. It's ridiculous. It was... Well, first of all, I wasn't prepared. I will say that. I was not prepared at all. Because I was expecting to do this quest line and it not be hard at all. That's what I was expecting, and boy was I surprised. Plus I didn't have a PvP weapon. Thanks for the rescue. Strangers and dragons working together. They came out of nowhere. Thank you, thank you. That woman, she said she was going to kill Velik. I don't understand what's going on, but I think we need to evacuate the village. It's okay. Don't worry, I got it. I'm here to help. Okay, so we need to look for that person who said they were going to kill Velik, apparently. But yeah, my Valkyrie was the worst one. It took me forever to defeat those dragons on the Valkyrie. It also took me forever on... let's see, which one did I have more trouble on? I had a lot of trouble with... no, I didn't have too much trouble with anything really other than my Valkyrie. I had a little bit of trouble with my gunner, but because I was playing a gunner, it wasn't too bad. So I didn't have too much trouble. The main one that I had the most trouble with was my Valkyrie, and that was because I had just started out doing the Apex quest. It was the first class that I did the quest line with. And it was also not being prepared as well. Because I totally wasn't prepared for how much damage these monsters and the dragons and stuff. I didn't know how much damage they were going to do. But I did manage to get through it. It just took me forever. And I think I actually had to upgrade my frost metal gear a little bit before I was actually able to complete these quests. Alright, so we did do it. We managed to kill that cultist person, or whoever it was that was controlling the dragons. And we have a message here. An Operation Velika invitation. This note is written in an unusual hand. The Valkyrian Federation's troops outnumber our dragons. We must attack one of their outposts to ensure that the reserves in Velika will be dispatched. Elena, as described in our sacred text, is a fair distance from Velika, and a good training ground for the dragons. Huh. The siege at Elena was a diversion. Their real target was always Velika, and Velik. There we go. So, Elena was a diversion, and they were actually after Velika. The goddess, she is in terrible danger. We must go to Velika and warn everyone. Okay, so where are the troops? The dragons went into the device, so I'm guessing it's some form of a teleportal. Regardless, this is the only option we have. We should follow them through and hope that it leads us to the mastermind behind all this. Alright, well, what are we waiting for? Okay, let's activate the device. After all, wherever it goes, there are bound to be dragons menacing the innocent, and they'll need to be stopped. After this, I'll head for Velika and warn everyone. Alright, so let's go through the teleportal. Apparently, it was a distraction all along to get us out here so that they could head to Velika and kill Velik. Interesting. Did not see that one coming, but yes, we saw Velik die, so obviously it happened. An unknown device and a strange plant. Together they can control the dragons. Well, we're in Fremont. It looks like they chose a desolate place to prepare their assault. I'm sure the followers are somewhere nearby. Look, it's the same plant that we saw in Wormgorge. Nice of them to make a trail for us to follow. Alrighty, we did it. We completed that part of the Apex quest line and got us some more stuff. We got an emerald here. And I think that's it. So we got, well, I think we got some more sapphires as well. But I think we're going to go ahead and end this one there. And then we will talk to Verdas next time. And we'll continue on with the Apex quest line. And we'll get to the bottom of this. See if we can stop the dragons from attacking Velik and Velika. Or it's too late. So I will see you guys in the next Apex quest line episode.